What if, tomorrow, every human being on Earth could suddenly see and speak to the dead? Not a séance, not a psychic, just there, in your kitchen, on your commute. This is what that world actually looks like. First, the sheer scale of it. Roughly 117 billion people have ever lived. If even a fraction of them lingered, every street, every home, every field would suddenly be visibly, undeniably crowded. Day one breaks every institution simultaneously. Religions built on faith now have to reckon with proof, or with proof that contradicts their own teachings. Courts face a stranger problem. Can a murder victim testify against their killer? Legal systems have no precedent for a witness who's been dead for a decade. For a lot of people, the first days are overwhelming in the best way. Grief, for the first time in human history, gets a second conversation. Things left unsaid finally get said. But it doesn't stay simple. Old family conflicts don't resolve just because someone's dead now. They resume. Wills get contested by the very people who wrote them. Secrets people took to their graves stop being secrets. Property values shift overnight. Nobody wants to buy a centuries-old house that comes with centuries of previous residents still living in it. Meanwhile, new construction, land with no history, no former inhabitants, becomes the most valuable real estate on Earth. For historians, it's a gold rush, direct testimony from people who witnessed events we've only ever guessed at. But it raises an uncomfortable question fast. Whose account do we trust? Memory doesn't get more reliable just because someone's had a few hundred years to think about it. And the hardest part, dying itself changes completely. No more wondering what comes next. You can ask someone who's already there. Some people find that comforting, others find it terrifying. Once the dead start describing what actually happens, and it isn't what anyone expected. Eventually, maybe, it just becomes normal. A generation grows up, never knowing a world where the dead were silent. Loneliness, for some people, effectively disappears. The people you loved never really have to leave. Would a world like this be more comforting or more haunted in the truest sense of the word? Maybe both, at the same time, forever. What do you think? Would you actually want to know? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for the next Chronicle.